Good evening, everybody. I apologize for not being able to come and see you in person, but I must say it is nice to see many familiar faces, or at least virtually see many familiar faces. And I just made a short video just to point out a number of items. The handout that you may have been given outlines exactly the course. Now, one thing to point out, this course actually, the boys will receive skills that they may actually use in real life in a job. Most classes, most of the secular classes, teach you skills and things that will be helpful, but this, what they may do is actually the exact type of skill they will need perhaps if they do go into computer programming, or as they call it now, computer coding. The first part of the year, I would say at least maybe 3 weeks or so, we're going to spend time on basic Java programming. Our introduction, what does it mean to code? What does it mean to program a computer? After we get down some basics, we'll then move into the heart of the course, which is Android programming, writing programs for an Android phone or an Android tablet. And here you have some of the basic ideas, layouts and properties, image views, and all the things that are needed to create actual programs. Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves and realize we're not at the end of this year going to make apps such as Angry Birds or anything of that nature, but they will learn basics of what it takes to create an app like that. And I'd say, just to give an example of one of the end projects that we've done, I'd like to show you one of them. We did create the game of Mastermind. This is an emulator. The way that we actually are going to write programs will be through Android Studio, but when we run the program, we will have an emulator that can mimic a phone or a tablet. The school does have a couple of tablets. We are trying also to gather perhaps some Android phones to be able to test out our apps on an actual device. But even without an actual device, we will have an emulator installed on their own laptop. And here, just to give an example of Mastermind, here the code is hidden. And let's say we choose some colors. Back, submit that choice. Tells us what we have right. And we can continue. Back button here, let's say alright, we don't have to go through the whole entire game. You get the idea of the level of what we will achieve in this class. Last year was the first time we taught it. Baruch Hashem, went very well, and I hope to be as successful with their programming skills this year. Have a great night, and have a ksivik simatova. If there are any questions, I apologize for not being able to answer them right now, but as you can see in the handout, here is my email address, here is the phone number, and feel free to email or call with any concerns or questions. Thank you very much. Have a good night.